तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So Vishnu Prabhu gave introduction about Bhagavatam, and kind of he gave a very nice introduction about Bhagavatam. But it was very nice, very interesting. Aswadan. You cannot taste just by your tongue. You also taste by your ears. Like some people like specific music, so they relish it. Relish means to enjoy it. Aswadan. So one is relishing through ears and one is relishing through tongue. So here you will get the relishment for ears also and for your tongue also. This is like term and condition. What you have to do, just drive from your home, come here to this venue, India House, and the organizers of this Bhagavad Katha, the helpers, they have made very nice arrangements for all of us to sit and hear this Bhagavad Katha here. And then later on, they will not send anybody hungry. So everybody will get very nice feast. So before saying anything, before starting, the people, the organizers who are organizing this Harikatha, by whose mercy we can attain Bhagwan, by whose mercy we can really understand the meaning of Bhagavad Ji. Otherwise we cannot understand. That is our Shri Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj. At his lotus feet, we offer our humble obeisances. Srila Gurudev ki jai. So please focus on each and every word, each and every statement, and that will only happen if the focus is proper. Because this opportunity you will not get again. Because this month, this current month, it's not an ordinary month. This is not the month of May or June. As per English calendar, this is June. But as per Hindi calendar, this is Purushottam Mas, which does not come every year. Those people who know the names of months in Hindi, Falgun, Chaitra, Vaishakh, Kartik, Ashwin Mas, Kartik Mas, all these are different names of different months in Hindi. They come every year. But in Hindi calendar, there is also a month of Purushottam. It only comes after 3 years. In 3 years. And Purushottam means what? There are three Purushottam. One is Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram, and one is Leela Purushottam Shri Krishna, and one is Prem Purushottam Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And during these 7 days Hari Katha, Bhagavad Katha, we will hear about these three Purushottam. So I request all of you, don't waste this opportunity. Don't let this go in waste. Try to come every day to hear this Harikatha. So in India, Harikatha goes on for 4 hours. Here we have time limitation. So Prabhuji said, Vishnu Prabhu said 14 hours. I'll try my best. At least one thing you should understand, Srimad Bhagavad Ji. It's easy to explain in the words of Bhagavad. To speak on Bhagavad in the words of Bhagavad is easy, but that Bhagavad Ji, to simplify it is very difficult. And it's a big challenge to, if you speak it as it is, then it's very simple. But if you simplify it, that siddhantas of Bhagavad Gita, it becomes complicated. I'm not here to show off anything. How much I know, I'm not saying that. We all are here to understand. And in that we have to understand one more point, that I am speaking Harikatha. I have spoken many times on Bhagavad Katha, maybe more than 150. You must have also heard more than 200 times Bhagavad Katha. But why? That we understand Bhagavad Ji? Not for that purpose. That is not the purpose, that we understand Bhagavad Ji. So what is the purpose? To hear Bhagavad Katha. Bhagavad Katha should understand us. Srimad Bhagavad Ji should understand us. It's not in our understanding. We are serving Bhagavad Ji. And for this, I offer pranam to Shri Gurudev. This is a very unique thing in Houston. Our temple. What is the name of Thakurji there? Govindji Gauriya Math. That is the name of the temple. The deity's name is Shri Radha Govind Dev Ji. So deities who have come from New York, even their name is Shri Radha Govind Dev Ji. The devotees came from New York in a flight because they want to hear the Hari Katha, Bhagavad Katha during Purushottam Mas. And then there are also Giriraj Shilas on the altar. And Giriraj Ji served very nicely during this month, properly. Govardhan Dharam Vande Gopal Gopa Rupinam. And this verse is spoken during this month. So let's offer, I'm offering prayers to Giriraj Ji, to Gurudev, to Radha Govind Dev Ji. And who made all these arrangements? You know? You all know. So Renu Didi made all the arrangements. Shri Renu Mataji, she initiated this, and she made all the arrangements, going home to home, house to house, going to the stores, and we all know her. She advertised, she invited everybody, so people are coming. And along with her, her husband Vijay Prabhu, they both made this great, and they have helping hands also, especially. So Renu Mataji told to Maharaj that don't take the name of Prabhuji's. But it makes sense when we take name of couple, Aarti Mataji, Vishnu Prabhu, senior devotees, and Haripriya Didi and Sachin Prabhu. I know these names, but I know there are many more devotees who are like helping hands. Now I will come to Harikatha. In the first canto of Bhagavad Ji, because our time is very short, I will not go in elaboration because introduction is already done also, but from Monday we will hear the Katha of Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram, then the pastimes of Leela Purushottam Shri Krishna, and Krishna has so many pastimes in detail. So we will also hear his Krishna's childhood pastimes, the pastimes of Giriraj Govardhan, and on the 7th day we will do the Aarti of Shri Giriraj Govardhan, and we will also do play Holi with flowers and end this Bhagavad Katha. So in between we will also speak about the Siddhantas of Shri Mahaprabhu. So we will try to cover all these 3 Purushottams during this Purushottam month. So all the devotees, all the Vaishnavis, I offer pranam to all of you from my asana, because the base of Harikatha is sorry. The base of Harikatha is the listeners, Adhar. The first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam is so much elaborate that one can give 7 days to the just first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. But what is the base of Srimad Bhagavatam? You know, water is life. We have heard this phrase, nobody can live without water. So all this happened because of some drinking water. Who desired to drink water? Shri Parishit Maharaj. He wanted to drink some water, and all this conversation, it took place at Naimisharanya. There were so many people in thousands at Naimisharanya, and Shuddha Goswami is speaking Harikatha for all of them. Shuddha Goswami, he is speaking Harikatha for Shaunak Rishi, and he heard Harikatha from Shukdev Goswami. Shuddha Goswami heard from Shukdev Goswami. Now, whatever they heard, whatever he heard, he is speaking to his disciples. Whatever Shuddha Goswami heard from Shukdev Goswami, he is now reciting it for all the other saints at Naimisharanya. So everything here will be spoken in Sar for 7 days. The writer composer of Srimad Bhagavatam, please tell us about his character. The one who's, please also speak about the character of Shukdev Goswami, and also the listeners of Srimad Bhagavatam, Shri Parishit Maharaj, please also speak about him. Now, if we just listen to one of them, this will take us 3-4 days. So I will come to the prime person, Shri Parishit Maharaj. He, Shuddha Goswami, is sitting there at Vyasasana at Naimisharanya. It's a big diversion actually. The question was, please speak about the Harikatha of glories of Parishit Maharaj. But Shuddha Goswami, he went straight to Mahabharat. Why Mahabharat? So first canto of Bhagavatam, in that there is some ansh of Mahabharat. And since then, when Duryodhan's thighs were killed, destroyed, so Bhim used his gada to break the thighs of Duryodhan, and Ashwathama, he came to Duryodhan, and Ashwathama said, you never made me Senapati, the army, the commander of your army. That's why today you are suffering like this. If you would have made me the chief of your army, today you would have won the fight, the war. But still you have chance. You make me the chief of your army, and then you see, I will, whatever you love to see, I will do that task for you. Now Duryodhan, he was in such helpless situation, like he was about to die. And Duryodhan, his blood which was coming from his body, he took that blood and he put on the forehead of Ashwathama. We put Vaishnav Tilak using Gopi Chandan, the foot dust of gopis, and there Ashwathama got the tilak of blood of Duryodhan. So what will go in his brain and his mind? Only blood, only violence. Ashwathama, that same Ashwathama, Duryodhan said, see, 5 Pandavas' head should be cut and put their heads at my feet. Then I will accept you. Then I will make you the chief. So he left in the night, Ashwathama. He left in the night, and in the night he saw a vision, Ashwathama. And this is spoken in Srimad Mahabharata. He saw the vision that the owl is killing the babies of a crow and eating the babies. So it's an old fight between a crow and owl. Once all the birds made an assembly, our chief, our president is Garudji, and Garudji has no time. All the time he is serving the Lord. So who will protect us? Who will save us? So we want to change our chief. So someone said, let's make owl our president. Why? Because during the day we are awake, we can protect ourselves. During the night, who will protect us? Then when we go to sleep. And owl is awake in the night. During the night, he can play the role of a guard. So let's remove Guruji and let's make owl as our chief. So everybody agreed. Good idea. Very nice idea. And then the crow said, you all are mad or what? So there is a big devotee, Kakabhushandi. He looks like a crow, but he is a big devotee of the Lord. So Kakabhushandi said, you all are mad, you all birds are mad. Garudji is our chief, he is our president, and he is always engaged in serving the Lord. And the one who is serving the Lord, he can never be in danger. So even he is very far from us, he protects us, because always God, Krishna, is residing on his back. So don't make all your president. He will eat your eggs in the night because he wants dinner, and the food of a bird is another bird's eggs. So, then they corrected themselves. Okay, cancel. Garudji is our chief. So since that day, the crow said, I will not spare all of you. So Ashwathama saw this vision, and it clicked him. Duryodhan's blood, the blood from his thighs, it was on his forehead. It's impure. He went in the tent of Pandavas, where 5 Pandavas were resting. Ashwathama was thinking that while they are resting, I'll kill them and remove their heads and bring those heads to Duryodhan. But Bhakt Vatsal Shri Krishna Bhagwan, he always show Vatsalya, affection towards his devotees. That Shri Krishna said, Pandavas, don't sleep in your tent tonight. Come to my tent. It's like a camping. Come to my camp. Why? Krishna said, see, Mahabharata has ended. And we have not sat together, we have not slept together. Today you spend time with me, we will speak. So Pandavas went to Krishna's camp. And they said we should not leave our camp empty. So in their camp they left Draupadi's 5 sons. They were resting there. And then 5 Pandavas moved to Krishna's camp. During the night, Ashwathama came there. It was all dark. And he came, very secretly. And he took the sword. And he killed the 5 sons of Draupadi. He removed their heads and he brought them to Duryodhana. I'm speaking everything in very brief. Because there are so many siddhants also in these pastimes. Duryodhana said so quick, so fast. Ashwathama said, I'm your friend, I'm your... Duryodhana said, my enemy is Bhim. I want to see the head of Bhim. I want to break his head with my own hands. So there was a big head, and Ashwathama brought that head to Duryodhana, and Duryodhana break that head. Duryodhana said, whose head is this? Bhim's head. No, you are lying. This is not possible. I just smashed like this and Bhim's head will smash. Impossible. Not possible. Okay, put on the lights. Bring some lights. And they put on some mashal. In that light, he saw there was a head of 5 boys. There were heads of 5 different boys. And Duryodhana also chastised Ashwathama. What you have done? Go away from me. You are not my friend. You killed five children. I don't even want to see your face. And Draupadi, during the night, when she came to see her children, she saw the body is there but the heads are not there. And she started crying. She was like hitting her chest. Pandavas woke up. They ran in that camp and they saw the 5 children have no heads. The body is there but the heads are not there. And the Bhim was like very angry. Arjun said, Draupadi, I will kill the killers of your children and I will put their heads at your feet. Draupadi said, Shri Krishna, they all investigated. Ashwathama came here. Okay, so this is done by Ashwathama. They all sat in their chariot and they followed Ashwathama. Ashwathama said, okay, today I'm going to die. I need to save my life. So they all ran. He ran. And it was so difficult for him to save his life. So what he did? Brahmastra. His last weapon was Brahmastra. And he left that. Arjun was very confused. What should I do? Keshav, what should I do? Ashwathama knew how to use Brahmastra, but he did not have the knowledge to get it back. So he just left it. Now what will you do? You also leave one Brahmastra, but though both should not get collided. And then you attract both Brahmastras towards you. Arjun did that. So he left one arrow and he tied Ashwathama with a rope and he dragged Ashwathama like an animal and brought him in front of Draupadi. Draupadi, he is the killer of your sons, your 5 sons. And Draupadi said, what? What are you doing? He is our Gurudev's children. He is a Brahman. Ashwathama is a Brahman. In all Shastras, in no Shastra it is mentioned that you should kill Guru or Guru's children. It's taboo, it's prohibited. You should not kill a Brahman or Brahman's children. So Pandavas were like shocked. You lost your 5 children. And that Draupadi is speaking such big siddhantas that don't hurt him because he's a Brahman. Krishna was smiling and internally in his that you are dharmic, you follow dharma. That is why I appreciate you. She's not partial, she's just following the words of Shastras. But Bhim said, Arjun, don't leave him, don't spare Ashwathama. He's Atatai, terrorist, killing someone and breaking someone's house. And in Shastras it's written that when you see Atatai, you just kill him. So Arjun said, don't leave, Bhim said, don't leave Ashwathama. And now Arjun is confused. Keshav, what should I do? Draupadi is saying, don't kill Ashwathama. My elder brother Bhim is saying, kill him. He's a terrorist. So Krishna is saying, I do not know. You have to decide this, Arjun, on your own. Whatever Dharma says, you do that. What your brother is saying, do that. What your wife is saying, do that. I want to see what you decide, what you choose. And Arjun removed the money from his forehead, from Ashwathama's forehead, and he insulted him and abandoned him. So if there is someone who is very famous, like a big personality, he has a big name in society, and if you insult such a person in public, and that's like a death for such a person. It's equivalent to death. When you are famous, you have prestige. A Guru, Brahman, it's not written anywhere that you should kill a Guru or a Brahman. But if instead of killing them, you insult them, then it's like killing for them. So Arjun did that with Ashwathama. So Shri Krishna stayed with Pandavas, and Bhishma, they went to Bhishma, and Bhishma, they tried to speak to him, they tried to convince him that the war did not take place because of you. Bhishma is thinking that it all happened because of me, the war. So Krishna is trying to convince him, consoling him. Then he understood he will not get convinced by my words. Let me take Pandavas. Bhishma at that time was lying on the bed of arrows. Why was he doing that? He was waiting for one point, and that point was Uttarayan. This current time is Dakshayan. When the sun changes its position, when Surya changes, sun changes, then that's why Uttarayan means winter. This is changing of position of sun is bringing different seasons actually. This is technical. So it's auspicious. Don't try to attempt it yourself. He wanted to do that, to leave his body at Uttarayan because it's an auspicious time. Bhishma. So he was waiting for that particular time. So I just spoke the essence of first canto. Bhishma was waiting for Uttarayan, that time when sun changes its position, and that time he wanted to leave his body. In his entire body there are so many arrows. He has wounds. Blood is coming out from his body. And which month is that? When was Gita spoken? You know Gita Jayanti? When it happens? When it comes? Gita was spoken, the war took place, and then Uttarayan month came. At the place of Kurukshetra, it's cold weather. It's really cold weather. He has wounds, blood is coming out, he has arrows in his bodies, and he has this boon. He could leave his body as per his desire. He has that blessing from his father, but still he was suffering. He was suffering, and he was waiting just for that specific time called Uttarayan. It's not just an auspicious time. He was waiting actually for Krishna, because one of the name of Bhagavan is Uttarayan. Krishna's name is Uttarayan. One of his name is Uttarayan. Uttarayan means that Bhagavan Shri Krishna who entered the womb of Mother Uttara to save the life of Shri Parikshit Maharaj. Uttara Mata's womb. So he entered her womb and his name became Uttarayan. So Bhishma Pitama was waiting for his darshan. I want to leave my body in front of him by taking his darshan, my Ishtadev. इतना तो करना स्वामी जब प्राण तन से निकले. You must have heard this bhajan in मुंह पे. I should have Govind name on my jiva, my tongue. In front of me, I should have your darshan. Through ears, I should hear Harikatha, your Harikatha, and then I should leave my body. Everybody is not so lucky to get all this actually. Bhishma Pitama was waiting for Shri Krishna's darshan, and the moment Krishna came, Bhishma Pitama folded his hands and he started speaking Stavstuti of Shri Krishna. Bhishma Pitama, he is speaking Stavstuti of Bhagwan, and he also saw Arjun, and seeing Arjun, Bhishma Pitama said, Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro, tomar shakti ashe. Ami to kangal, Krishna Krishna boli, dahi tava chhade pache. Bhaktivinoda Thakur composed this bhajan. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, this scenario, visualizing this scenario, and then he composed these lines in his bhajan. Krishna se tomar. Bhishma Pitama is speaking to Arjun that Krishna is yours, so close to you as your friend, your sakha. That is why that Krishna, please give that Krishna to me. I also want to attain this Shri Krishna. I am a beggar. I don't have Krishna Prem. You have Krishna. He lives with you, he stays with you, he eats with you, he sleeps with you, he spends time with you, he is on your chariot, moving your chariot. So please give me Krishna. Give me Krishna means don't give me just his dhoti. This is not the meaning. Give me seva of Shri Krishna. I want service of Shri Krishna. So like this, Sri Bhishma Pitama spoke Stavstuti, and then during Uttarayan time, he left his body, Bhishma Pitama. And Shri Krishna did the sanskar of Bhishma Pitama. Like during the pastimes of Lord Shri Ram, he performed the rites of ceremony of Jatayu Maharaj. And in Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he performed the ceremony of Shri Haridas Thakur Mahaprabhu. So just like that, for Bhishma Pitama, the ceremony was done for him by Shri Krishna. So Kunti Maharani also spoke very nice Stavstuti of Shri Krishna. Now this conversation is spoken by Shuta Goswami, and I wanted to speak about Parikshit Maharaj's birth pastimes, and my Harikatha is getting diverted. Why that diversion took place? Why? How it happened? Because Kunti ji's Stavstutis, the prayers of Bhishma Pitama, the affection Pandavas have, Krishna has for Pandavas, the affection is also condensed, so deep, so beautiful that Shuddha Goswami could not stop himself from speaking about such Bhakt Vatsalya Bhagwan. He got so absorbed. So what he wanted to speak, actually, he got diverted from that. He planned it, but it didn't happen that way. This happens when wherever our mind's absorption is, as per our absorption, this happens. So Shuddha Goswami, while speaking Harikatha, the sequence got changed. Which katha should come first, which katha should come later on. This is not a fault. This is all about absorption. He got so absorbed in the qualities, beautiful qualities of Krishna, then he realized, oh, I wanted to speak about Parikshit Maharaj. And then he decided, the Vanshaj of Pandavas, the child of Uttara, the Shri Parikshit Maharaj, Shri Parikshit ji, he actually took darshan of Bhagwan in his mother's womb. Which sadhan bhajan he did, Parikshit Maharaj. We have heard about Dhruv Maharaj, during his age of 5 years, he did such a great tapasya. Within 6 months, he stopped eating, he stopped drinking water, he stopped sleeping in the forest. And then he also stopped inhaling air, and then he attained the darshan of Bhagwan, Dhruv Maharaj. So 5 years, 6 months for Dhruv Maharaj. There are two such personalities, or Patra, those who took darshan of Bhagwan in their mother's womb. Try to understand this properly. Maharaj is saying, one is Parikshit Maharaj. From Krishna entered his mother's womb because Ashwathama left Brahmastra to kill Parikshit Maharaj. Krishna had a solution to use Sudarshan Chakra to protect Uttara's womb through his Sudarshan Chakra. So the purpose was not just to give protection to Parikshit Maharaj, but he also wanted to take darshan of the children, the great grandchild of Pandavas, how he looks, who is he. So to take darshan of Parikshit Maharaj, even Krishna is so atur, eager, because Krishna could easily have protected Uttara Mata by using his Sudarshan Chakra. But he wanted to take darshan of Parikshit Maharaj, Krishna. So much fortunate, Parikshit Maharaj is so fortunate that Krishna came to take his darshan, and he entered that place where even sadhus pray, please Krishna, don't ever send me to any Mata's womb. The womb of a mother is, we don't want to take birth again. We don't want to take birth again. We never want to come enter any mother's womb. Jara mrityu, jara vyadi. No need. So everybody prays that we don't want to take birth again. We don't want to see old age. But Shri Krishna entered the womb of Uttara Mata's womb and protected Shri Parikshit Maharaj, and he also gave his darshan to him and took his darshan. This is one of the example. Second example is of I think it's Prahlad Maharaj. Maharaj is saying there are so many scholars sitting in Harikatha. Second example is Shri Prahlad Maharaj. Yes, so Bimla Mata mentioned this. So Prahlad Maharaj was in his mother's womb, Kayadu, and he heard Harikatha from the lotus lips of Shinaraji. And in his mother's womb, he actually took darshan of Bhagwan through years by hearing Harikatha. So Parikshit Maharaj is, so fortunate. If Parikshit Maharaj was not there, who would have organized, who would have spoken Bhagavad? Shukdev Goswami would have spoken Bhagavatam for whom? So many sadhus came in thousands. For why? For what purpose? What was the main reason, prime reason? That was Parikshit Maharaj, the main listener. Shrota, the listener, is a big reason, big cause for organizing a Bhagavad Sapta, Bhagavad Katha, to also organize and to also make it a successful. If there are no listeners, then why would someone organize it? Because the speaker would speak for whom? For the walls. So listeners are very respectful, important. So one should respect the speaker and one should also respect the listeners, Shrota. So Shri Parikshit Maharaj is that Adhar, that base, that foundation on which Srimad Bhagavatam is standing. Shri Parikshit Maharaj is that base. So I will repeat again. He took the darshan of Bhagwan in his mother's womb, Uttara Mata, Shri Parikshit Maharaj. And see, his name is so beautiful. The moment he was born, Brahmanas made his chart, Janampatri, astrological chart. Wow, he's so fortunate. This boy is so fortunate. He's so lucky. So, okay, keep some name for him. Let's name him. So they gave him name Vishnu Raj. Vishnu Rath. Sorry, Vishnu. Krishna is known as Vishnu. Vishnu means who's Sarvyapi, who's present everywhere. And the one who protected Krishna Krishna protected Parikshit Maharaj, so his name is Vishnu Rag. And another name is, after taking birth, that boy, after coming from womb, he is checking, taking test. Who is Krishna? I saw him in my mother's womb. Where is he? Where is that beautiful face? Such beautiful Krishna, where is he? So he's checking. I saw someone in my mother's womb. Where is he? Where is he? In every Purush, in every person, he's taking Pariksha, like test. That is Parikshit. So his name became Parikshit. The one who is trying to see, trying to check, test, trying to take darshan of Krishna in everybody, because he saw Krishna in his mother's womb. Now he is eager to see him. Where is he now in this world? So this Parikshit Maharaj, he is the so this Parikshit Maharaj, do you want to hear? Maharaj is asking. So in Bhagavatam we don't say Hanji Naji. We say Radhe Radhe. If you want to hear more further, say Radhe Radhe. And how do you say no? Radhe Radhe. You all have been to Vrindavan. Now, right now, where are we sitting? Sugar land. It's such a sweet sugar land. In Vrindavan, something is very sweet in Vrindavan. What is that? Radhe Radhe is so sweet in Vrindavan. How? There is a bhajan. Mithe rasa se bhayodi, Radha Rani lage. Mithe rasa se bhari, Radha Rani is full of sugar, and the water of Yamuna is kharo kharo, like salted. So I think now they will sing bhajan, taking a break. So I'll keep this live while you can hear the bhajan through Maharaj's Facebook. Maharaj. So Maharaj is not speaking right now. I think they are going to sing bhajan now. I think it's the same bhajan which Maharaj just mentioned about. Meethe ras se bhari Radha Rani lage. Maybe I should just sing with them. मीठे रस से भयोरी राधा रानी लागे, महारानी लागे, जमुना जी तो खारी खारी, राधा गोरी गोरी। वृंदावन में धूम मचावे बरसाने की छोरी। मन खारो खारो जमुना जी का पानी, खारो जमुना जी को पानी लागे, ब्रजधाम राधा जी की राजधानी लागे, राजधानी लागे, मन खारो खारो जमुना जी को पानी लागे, मीठे रस से भयोड़ी राधा रानी लागे, खारो खारो जमुना. So this song is actually about the, and Radharani is so sweet, but the water of Yamuna Maharani is salted, and Vrindavan is the capital of Radharani. मन खारो खारो जमुना जी तो पानी लागे, पानी लागे, मन खारो खारो जमुना जी को पानी लागे, तेरस से भयोड़ी राधा रानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे, मन खारो खारो जमुना जी तो पानी लागे, से भयोड़ी राधा रानी लागे, पानी लागे, मन खारो खारो जमुना जी तो पानी लागे. ना मांगो में माखन मिश्री, ना में मिठाई, Vrishabhanu ki lalito gunaga. Sorry, I don't know the entire song actually, but it's a beautiful, very beautiful bhajan. Vrishabhanu ki lalito nagani lage, खारो यमुना जी को पानी लागे, तेरस से भयोड़ी राधा रानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे, मन खारो खारो जमुना जी तो पानी लागे, रस से भयोड़ी राधा रानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे, मन खारो खारो जमुना जी तो पानी लागे. राधा राधा नाम रटत है जो नर आठो याम, जिनकी बाधा दूर करत है राधा राधा नाम. राधा राम से सफल जिंदगानी लागे, नाम से सफल जिंदगानी लागे, जिंदगानी लागे, मन खारो खारो जमुना जी का पानी लागे, तेरस से भयोड़ी राधा रानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे, मन खारो खारो जमुना जी तो पानी लागे, पानी लागे, राधा रानी लागे, मन खारो खारो जमुना जी तो पानी लागे, मन खारो खारो जमुना जी को पानी लागे. राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, जय 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 बोलो बरसाने वाली, जय 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 राधा की जय जय जय, बोलो बरसाने वाली की जय जय जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय, राधा रानी की जय, महारानी की जय। राधे जय राधे, जय राधे, जय राधे, जय राधे, जय राधे, जय जय राधे। राधे जय जय राधे, जय राधे, जय राधे, जय राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। राधे राधे राधे, जय 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 श्री राधे। राधा श्री राधा, श्री राधा हमारो मन राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा। राधा श्री राधा, श्री राधा हमारो मन राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा मन हमारो धन राधा, राधा 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 राधा। परम धन राधा 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 राधा, हमारो धन राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा हमारो धन राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा। श्री राधा हमारो धन राधा, श्री राधा, श्री राधा। राधे राधे राधे, राधे राधे राधे, राधे राधे राधे। राधे राधे राधे, 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 राधे राधे। जय श्री राधे, जय श्री राधे, राधे जय श्री राधे। राधे राधे केशी घाट में, राधे राधे। राधे 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 वृंदावन में, राधे राधे। निधि वन में, राधे राधे। सेवा कुंज में, राधे राधे। गोवर्धन में, राधे राधे। गोवर्धन में, राधे राधे, राधे राधे। ओ कुसुम सरोवर, राधे राधे। गिरी गोवर्धन में, राधे राधे। बरसाने में, राधे 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 राधे, 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 राधे 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 राधे। जय जय प्रियदे, जय राधे, जय श्री राधे। जय राधे, जय राधे, जय राधे जय श्री राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय बोलो बरसाने वाली की जय 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 वाली की जय 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 बरसाने वाली की जय 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 राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय की जय महारानी की जय राधा रानी की जय महारानी राधा जी के मन में बसे राधा श्याम श्याम की मुरलिया में राधा जी का नाम हे राधे श्याम श्याम की मुरलिया में राधा जी का नाम राधा जी के मन में बसे घन श्याम श्याम की मुरलिया बसे राधा जी का नाम मुरलिया में राधा जी का नाम की मुरलिया में राधा जी का नाम की मुरलिया में राधा जी का नाम की मुरलिया में राधा जी का नाम में बसे राधा श्याम श्याम की मुरलिया से बजे राधा जी का नाम के मन में बसे घन श्याम श्याम की मुरलिया में राधा जी का नाम की मुरलिया में राधा जी का नाम हम की मुरलिया में राधा जी का नाम श्याम की मुरलिया में राधा जी का नाम जय राधे जय कृष्णा जय राधे जय कृष्णा जय राधे जय कृष्णा हे जय कृष्ण जय राधे जय श्री राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे. So the bhajan has ended now. Interval is over. Maharaj is saying. Hare Krishna. It was like an interval for all of us. People wanted to drink water or take a break. Shri Parikshit Maharaj I was telling about Shri Parikshit Maharaj is the base foundation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Why Bhagavatam was organized. So the listeners have a great significance in Srimad Bhagavatam's Harikatha. while Bhagavatam is being organized, the listeners are very, very much important. The glory is that if the listeners become the speaker, it's a great achievement. It's a great thing. Who spoke Bhagavad Gita? Lord Shri Ram? Shri Narsimha Bhagwan? No. Who? Maharaj is asking. So you all know it was spoken by Shri Krishna. Once I was speaking Harikatha somewhere, and there were students sitting there, and I asked them who spoke Bhagavad Gita, and he said Hiranyakashipu. The student said, one of the students, Hiranyakashipu. And from where you heard this? I was checking GPT, and even the GPT is wrong. So Shri Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita, and 700 verses are there. In 18 chapters, 700 verses. The entire base of Bhagavad Gita is what? If listener was not there, Arjun, Shri Krishna would have spoken Gita for whom? For the kings? It was not for the kings. It was for Arjun. If Arjun was absent, missing, not available, then Krishna would have spoken Gita for whom? And why would he speak Gita? For whom he would speak Gita? So the foundation is very significant, very, very important. And let's hear this again. This is a very important point. Shri Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita. There is a program called Bhakti Kutir. Alternate Fridays, Vishnu Prabhu speaks Harikatha in that. And he goes home to home speaking Harikatha, and many people are here, present here, who are very regular participants. And the more they hear, the more they are getting benefited. So you can get in touch with Vishnu Prabhu. And anyways, Shri Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita. If Arjun was not there, then for whom Gita would have been spoken? So the listener was, the Shrota was Arjun, and Vakta speaker was Krishna. Vakta is important, speaker is important, but the listener, the Shrotas are also equally important. You cannot like take them as inferior, the listeners. So Arjun spoke different questions, asked different questions. Shri Parishit Maharaj asked questions. The entire Bhagavatam took place. Now Shonak Rishi are speaking Katha, asking questions. Shuddha Goswami is answering. Devahuti asked questions. Kapil Muni answered her answers. Raghugan Maharaj spoke questions, asked questions, and Jad Bharat Maharaj answered his questions. Hiranyakashipu asked questions, and Prahlad Maharaj answered. He spoke Harikatha, Prahlad Maharaj. Shri Krishna asked questions, then Gopis answered Shri Krishna. Uddhav ji asked questions, and then Shri Krishna spoke Harikatha. Vidur ji asked questions, then Maitri ji answered his questions. And Nemi Maharaj asked questions, then 9 sannyasis appeared, Nav Yogendra, to speak Harikatha. The entire Bhagavatam is about question answer in the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. So listener is very important as much as speaker is important. Through Arjun, Gita is spoken, and through Arjun, Gita ji appeared. In ordinary language we can understand like this. And through Parishit Maharaj, the medium is Parishit Maharaj, Srimad Bhagavatam appeared. This foundation, if was missing, then we would have been deprived of Gita and Bhagavatam. This base is very crucial. Who is the listener? So the speaker of Bhagavad Gita is Krishna, and the listener is Arjun. Shrota is Arjun. So can the listener sometimes become speaker? The Harikatha of Bhagwan is so significant, so glorious, that even the listener desires to become the speaker. This we need to pay attention to. Even the listener becomes the speaker. Krishna is the greatest speaker, right? And that Shri Krishna also want to become the listener. I will give you 2-3 examples. There are so many, but 2-3 I'll give. You have heard Suryadas, a very famous saint from India. He was blind since his birth. He had no eyes. He could not see. But through his internal eyes, he could see Krishna and describe the entire roop of Krishna. And our eyes are useless. Even we see Krishna, but we cannot attain much. That Bhagavan is actually so beautiful. So beautiful, Radha Govindji in Govindji Gaudiya Math. But some devotees go there and they close their eyes and stand there. You are not supposed to close your eyes there, and in fact you should get 2 more eyes, 4 more eyes to see Govindji. And look at Govindji from his lotus feet up to his lotus face. Our Mataji, different Matajis do the Shingar of Shri Govindji. Take the darshan of Shri Ramji. He's standing there with his arrow and bow from his lotus feet to up to his face. But people go in front of them, close their eyes and just stand like this. You can keep your eyes closed in your house, in your home, but in front of deities you should be standing with both eyes open. So Suryadas ji has no eyes, but he spoke such nice, beautiful verses. And who would come to hear his verses? We are expecting here. Aarti Didi, Haripriya Didi made such nice arrangements. Renu Mataji, she invited everybody. Expectation is everybody should join. 300-400 devotees should come daily. Listeners will come, Shrota will come. Suryadas ji needs one listener, one Shrota. That is who? Bhagwan. Suryadas ji is singing, and in front of him who is sitting? Krishna. That one Shrota is enough for Suryadas ji. If Krishna is happy, the entire universe is happy. So Suryadas ji wrote such beautiful verses. Krishna Gopal Hare, He Deen Dayal Hare, He Krishna Gopal Hare, Deen Dayal Hare. This is one verse composed by Suryadas ji. So Hindi speakers sing lots of bhajans composed by Suryadas. So Suryadas has just one listener, that is Krishna. Krishna came to hear his verses. So once Suryadas ji went to one temple, and Pujari ji wanted to, not Pujari, Aarti Didi did the Shingar of Radha Govindji in blue attire, and Suryadas ji came. Oh, Suryadas says, today our Thakurji is Neelam. Oh, and the people are thinking, oh, he is blind, he has no eyes. How can he speak that Thakurji is dressed in blue attire? Neelam is blue. Next year again Suryadas ji came, and the dress was yellow color, and he is saying, Suryadas knows he is dressed in yellow attire. He can see. Pilam. Today Thakur is Pilam, is dressed in yellow attire. Pila means yellow in Hindi. Also people were thinking, oh, someone tells him. So tomorrow when he comes, we will not remove the curtain. So Bimla Mata, Poonam Mata, they made Thakurji wear red dress. Suryadas ji came, and the curtain was removed. Oh. Today our Thakur is Lalam. Everybody again got so confused. How he gets to know these colors of Thakurji? He has no eyes. How can he see Thakurji? And then the other day the dress was green color. Our Shri Prabhu also does Shingar. Today deities were dressed as in green dress. Today Thakurji is eco-friendly. Hare Hare. Surdas again got said today Thakurji is in green dress. Now the people got angry. They decided tomorrow Thakurji will have no clothes. He will be naked. Anupam Didi heard this. Prabhu, naked. Thakurji completely naked. And in reality, people did this. Thakurji had no clothes. Surdas ji entered, the curtain was removed, and he was laughing so loudly, touching his belly. Oh, today Thakur is nangam. Today our Thakur is completely naked. So Pujari fell at the lotus feet of Suryadas ji. We have eyes and still our eyes are useless. You have no eyes but you still have such divine internal eyes. So this is the same Suryadas. Krishna came as a listener in front of him and listening his verses, his bhajans. Second example is of Biblamangala Thakur, another great saint from India, Biblamangala Thakur. He has a very long history. I will not go in detail. And he took the hairpins of a lady and he took his eyes out and he became blind. His blood is coming from his eyes, and where he wants to go? He wants to go to Vrindavan. I want to go to Vrindavan. He is falling because he has no eyes. He is falling on the ground. He is getting hurt. One small boy came and he held his hand. At the moment he held his hand, he became so... I touched so many people's hand. I touched so many people. But this sparsh, this touch is so different. Who is this boy? Who is this person? And that boy said, Baba, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to Vrindavan. Oh, even I'm going to Vrindavan. Okay, I will take you to Vrindavan. Who is our support? We can say my support is such and such person. But for people who live in Vrindavan, Brajvasi, their only shelter is Krishna. So this song you all have heard, this bhajan है प्रीत जहाँ की रीत सदा, मैं गीत वहाँ के गाता हूँ, भारत का रहने वाला हूँ, भारत की ब्रज का रहने वाला हूँ, ब्रज की बात ही सुनाता हूँ. I live in Vrindavan, so I'll speak about Vrindavan. Why? है प्रीत जहाँ की रीत, where the tradition is Preet is Prem. The tradition is love, to give love, to share love. I speak the glories of Vrindavan, where love is topmost. So Shri Biblamangala Thakur, who is our shelter in Vrindavan? Thakur ji. हमारे ब्रज के रखवाले कन्हैया राधिका रानी, हमारे ब्रज के रखवाले कन्हैया राधिका रानी. There's one more word there. सहारा बेसहारों के कन्हैया राधिका रानी, सहारा बेसहारों के कन्हैया राधिका रानी, हमारे ब्रज के रखवाले कन्हैया राधिका रानी. The shelter in Braj, the people in Braj do not worship Narasimhadev. They don't say Narasimha Bhavan, please protect us. Our protector is Kanhaiya, Radha Rani. And if you want to choose among these two, Krishna, you sit. Our only shelter is Radha Rani. मन भूल मत जयो राधा रानी के चरण, मन भूल मत जयो राधा रानी के चरण, रानी के चरण महारानी के चरण, राधा रानी के चरण रानी के चरण, मन भूल मत जयो Radha Rani ke charan is the biggest shelter, topmost shelter. Oh, leave about us, you and me. Even the creator of this world, the owner of this world, Bhagwan, Krishna, even his shelter, he also takes ashray at the lotus feet of Radharani. So when Radharani sings, along with her Sakhis, Gopis sang, then who is the listener there? Who is the Shrota there? The one who speaks such big siddhantas, Updesh, Gita, the one who teaches about dharma, that such a big speaker becomes a listener there. And he listens the Gopi Gita of Gopis. Krishna, Jayati Tedikam Janmana Bhuja. I don't know the entire verse here actually. Deti dem shutam veshutaka. This is Gopi Geet's first verse which Maharaj is singing right now, because this was spoken by Gopis and Krishna was just listening to Gopis, and Gopis were singing Tav Kathamritam Tapta Jeevanam. This is Krishna's favorite bhajan. Shravana Mangalam Shrimada Bhumida Jala Bhurida. The biggest donator is the one who donates Hari Katha. So the speaker here becomes the listener. Thus, Bimala Thakur. So Krishna holds Bimala Thakur's hand like this, and he's getting current in his body, transcendental current, and he's feeling those things, those emotions, bhavs, moods in his hriday, heart, and like so many changes happening in his heart. He cannot stop. He cannot just be quiet. Maun Vrat means not speaking, not uttering any single word. Like I told to Renu Didi, you keep quiet for 7 days, and the light will fall on her or on something. If I tell her that you should not speak for 7 days, then she will be so disturbed. Oh Maharaj Ji, I hear such Harikatha, so many Harikathas. Aapke Bhakti Siddhant, your Bhakti Siddhant, Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada has said, to keep quiet means to speak Harikatha for 24 hours. But what he speaks, only that person can speak Harikatha 24 hours. Those who listens Harikatha all the time, only they can give Harikatha. That is real, actual Maun Vrat. So, if someone is getting so many emotions in their heart, they cannot be quiet. They can't be silent. They will be mad. Pagla. Always want to speak about Krishna, Harikatha, Krishna's Harinam. Because a mad person speaks anything. But Krishna Bhakta is also mad. Krishna devotee is also mad. Oh, you are insulting us, Maharaj. You called us mad. I'll give you one example of a mad person. You will say, oh, you're calling such a big person as mad? Oh, now he will curse me. Sushil Prabhu sitting here in the audience. You will say, what is Maharaj saying? You know the meaning of mad person? Okay, the one who attains Bhagavan and then he melts. After attaining Bhagavan, when you melt, that's called Pagal. Everybody is sitting here in Pagal. Pagal Khana means like a prison. Madhouse. So Maharaj is saying to clap for all these people who are sitting here. All are mad people here, mad for Krishna. We are bona fide mad. The one who attains Bhagwan and melts in Bhagwan's prem, love, that's called pagal. Pa means to attain, and gal means to melt. This is spontaneous, it's not to be spoken. Bimla Thakur attained Krishna prem, he touched Krishna and he's speaking such beautiful verses which even, and who is listening to those verses? Kanhaiya. Krishna is walking and listening through his ears those verses. He is drinking those verses. Krishna is drinking those nectarian verses. We thought drinking is through our mouth. Don't try to drink water through your ears, you will get infection. Here you cannot drink water through your ears, but through your ears you can drink Krishna's nectarian Harikatha. Karan Randhan, this is the cave. Krishna Katha is such a nectar. It's supposed to be drank. We should drink it through our ears, the caves of our ears. In the pastimes of Lord Ram, Krishna, Mahaprabhu, everybody is telling about drinking Krishna's Harikatha through ears. Pan means to take it, to drink it. So our stomach has some limit, right? We are not talking about ordinary water here. Here we are talking about Krishna Katha, the nectar of Krishna Katha. You will not get bloated by drinking Krishna's nectarian Harikatha. You will not get indigestion by drinking Krishna's nectarian Harikatha. Just keep on drinking Krishna's Harikatha, unlimited. You will not get bloating. Unless until you do not become unconscious in Krishna Prem. Unconscious in Krishna Prem. Till then you should keep on drinking Krishna's nectarian Harikatha. And in that unconscious state, you still drink this Harikatha. Only one such person is there, especially he is unconscious and he is speaking Krishna's Harikatha, and that is our Radhaji. Radharani is unconscious, and still in that unconscious state she is still listening to, drinking to Krishna's nectarian Harikatha. So this is Ali of Ras. Keep on drinking, keep on drinking, keep on drinking. Means keep on hearing through your ears. Parishit Maharaj did the same thing. So I was saying earlier that Shri Krishna, who is the speaker, actually became the listener. So this is the glory of listeners. Today our topic is Parishit Maharaj. Yes, if our topic was speaker, then yeah, our topic would have been different. Pandavas went to Himalayas. They left Parishit Maharaj as they made him the king. And people gifted him many gifts. He got the entire kingdom, Parishit Maharaj. One day, Shri Parishit Maharaj saw a person and he had an axe in his hand, sword in his hand, and he was killing the feet of a bull. Parishit Maharaj said, in my kingdom, who are you? Who is this person who is doing such a heinous act in my kingdom? Parishit Maharaj took up his arrow and he challenged, who are you doing like this? I am the king here. I am the protector of this kingdom. I am the protector of my subjects. Why are you doing such an heinous act? My name is Kali. That person said, my name is Kali. Oh, Kali. Oh. Kali means Kalesh. Kalhe. All the negativities means Kali. I will kill you right now because you came in my kingdom and you will give Kalesh to my subjects. Means Kalyug folded his hands. Parishit Maharaj, Raja is the shelter. You give ashray. I am also your subject, one of your subject. You will not give me a shelter in your kingdom. How can you kill me? You should support me. You should shelter me. Give shelter to me. How can you kill me? So Parishit Maharaj gave one title Brahmanas gave one title to Parikshit Maharaj. Bhavishya na sandeho Mahabhagvat Pradhan. When he was born, the chart was made and they saw his lagna in Bhavishya. There's no doubt in Bhavishya, in future, this great fortunate boy, he will become a great Mahabhagavat. Brahmanas declared that very early when he was born, Parikshit Maharaj. And another title he got, Samrahi, Sargrahi, like a bumblebee, Bhavra, bumblebee. He goes to different flowers and get their nectar, get their essence. He has no interest in flower, he has only interest in the essence of the flower. So bumblebee takes the nectar from the flower and such devotees. Parikshit Maharaj got the title Sargrahi. So Parikshit Maharaj took the essence of Kali Yuga. He first analyzed this person will create problem, but he saw one great quality in Kali. That's called Sargrahi, to take the essence from someone. We all have so many faults. I have flaws, you have flaws. I cannot see my flaws. You can see my flaws. Even if I see my flaws, I will hide my flaws. This is human nature. We all have faults. Nobody is perfect here in this world. Shri Parikshit Maharaj thought about this. Kali has 99.9% faults. Kali, faults, flaws and faults. But only one quality Kali has, 0.1%, and that is what? Parikshit Maharaj was about to kill Kali with his sword. But because of 99.9% faults of Kali. But then he waited. He thought, no, he has one great quality. Because of that I will not kill Kali. What is that quality? Is that possible? Can we see just one quality in someone and ignore the 99.9% faults of someone? That one quality of Kali was, these devotees, our Gurudev, he gave one advertisement in the newspaper. Long time ago, no social media, 1940. I give open invitation. Any beggar, any homeless, rich person, poor person, come to my ashram. I'll feed you the entire your life. I'll serve you. I'll give you a room. I'll give you clothes. I'll fulfill all your demands. But just come here and chant Harinam. Don't do anything else. Just chant Harinam. Gurudev, nobody will come. Oh, Gurudev, all the beggars would come. Where would you keep them? You remove this ad from the paper. He said no. Let's see how many will come. I can accommodate everyone, don't worry. Everybody was surprised, astonished. What is Gurudev doing? So many beggars would come in the temple. Nobody came. Not a single person came, because the condition was just sit and chant Harinam on your beads. Today also, I go to homeless. If we tell them we will give you shelter, food, clothes, everything, just come and chant Harinam. Will anybody come? Nobody will come. They will not come. One person came. His legs were broken, hand was cut. I will stay. Then the people got angry. Gurudev, he is of no use. You will give him room. He has no proper body. No, I will engage him in service. What service he can do? Gurudev, we have to serve him. He has no proper legs. Param Gurudev said, Thakur Prabhupada, You every day sit in front of Thakurji's altar since 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. daily, 6 p.m. Oh, what so? People will come to take darshan. His one hand is cut, but he has another right hand. You give Charnamrit to devotees and say Hare Krishna to devotees. Earlier he used to take drugs, cigarettes. He forgot everything. Now he's sitting in front of the deities, and he would give Charnamrit to everybody who would come to the temple. Ram Ram Hare Krishna, and he would give Charnamrit to them. With that behavior of his, with that warm welcome he gave to everybody, so many new people joined the temple. Preaching happened because he gave such warm welcome to new devotees, to everybody who would come to the temple, to visit the temple daily from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Oh, Beti, you do like this in your house. Oh, you treat children like this. Acha, from where you have come, how much you are educated. He would speak, everybody would love. And he won their hearts. Everywhere this, earlier not so many people used to come in the temple. Now 100, 200, 300 people used to come. Now everybody was like, Gurudev, we never thought. And a handicapped person could preach so much just sitting on a chair. Param Gurudev said, he took the essence. He engages everybody in service, seva. Even a handicapped person. Just like that, Parishit Maharaj. Today we are listening about Parishit Maharaj. He saw just one good quality in Kali Yuga. What is that quality? There's this verse, Kale dosho nirvrajan asti eka kirtan eva krishnasya tasangam. It means Kalir dosho. Kali Yuga is full of faults. It's an ocean of faults. But it has one good quality, one great quality. In this Kali Yuga, those will perform Krishna Kirtan. Krishna eva Krishnasya. Eva means only. Krishna eva Krishnasya. Like Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, eva, kevalam. Eva means only. Just only by chanting the Hari name, Hari Nam, one can attain such a high position, Nitya Dham. One can go to Saket Dham. One can go to Golok Dham. Mara Mara. Valmiki ji was chanting Mara Mara, and then he from that position, he could not even chant name Ram properly. He was chanting Mara Mara, but he could become Valmiki, and he composed Ramayana just by chanting Ram's name. Okay, I will not kill you. I'll give you permission to enter my kingdom because of one quality. Parishit Maharaj did not kill Kali. We are in faults, we are in Kalesh, we are in Kasht, but just by performing Krishna Kirtan, whatever problems we face, it will go away. By doing Krishna Kirtan, this is medicine. But if I take this medicine, I don't know if I will get well or not. I need to go to a psychologist. Big researches took place. A person who has faith in his medicine, he becomes more better because hormones become better. Through positivity, he has faith in that medicine. Whatever medicine I'm taking, that medicine will work for me. It will work on my body. So researchers concluded this. So the faith is very crucial. The faith is very important. Means Shraddha. We have no faith in the holy names of Harinam. That is our problem. If we have full firm faith in Harinam, yes, I have no other shelter. I have tried to find shelters everywhere else, but I got failed. Enough is enough now. Hari Bol. I give up. I surrender to Harinam. First you do, and then you see the magic. You have to see the magic. This is very magical. By chanting Mara Mara, Valmiki ji became so respectful for everybody in this world. by doing Krishna Nam, by doing Ram Nam. Parshit Maharaj saw this one good quality in Kali. Just one Mahat Guna, one great quality. This is the glory of Shri Parshit Maharaj. This is the great quality of the listener Parshit Maharaj. In this Kali Yuga, we can go to, while residing in this Kali Yuga, we can go to Golok Dham. In Satyug, one used to attain Bhagavan by meditation. In Treta Yuga, by doing fire sacrifice. In Dwapar Yuga, by doing archan, opulent deity worship. If you are going to office, how will you meditate on Bhagavan? You will get accident. Which fire sacrifice can you do while driving? Which deity worship can you do while you are driving or while you are in office? Can you do fire sacrifice in your office? But you can do one thing while driving. In any condition you can do driving. Kirtan eva Krishnasya. Krishna keval eva. Krishna Nam can be taken in any situation. Even when you are in the bath shower, you are taking a shower, how will you meditate? While taking shower, who will stop you? I heard in Bhagavatam, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol. While taking your shower, you can chant like this: Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol. So while driving, your mother is cooking, someone is cleaning, vacuum is happening, who can stop you? So such a easy process. So this is happening because of Parishit Maharaj, because he took the essence from Kali. He did not kill Kali. He has such a great significance. So we are saved because of Parishit Maharaj, because he let Kali enter this Kali Yuga in his kingdom. He let Kali enter his kingdom. And Kali said, give me a position, Maharaj. Dhutam Panam Istri Sonam. I will give you 4 places. You can stay in 4 places where people do gambling, where gambling is performed. That's the place of Kali. Panam, bars, alcohol centers, drink alcohol. Istrim Sona. Istrim means illicit sex, prostitution, and meat eating. Animals are being slaughtered. These are the 4 places of Kali. Kali said, Maharaj Parishit, theek hai, fine. These are not nice places. Even a normal person, if he enters these 4 places, that person will become very disturbed. So Maharaj Parishit, you gave me 4 positions, but where is the gate? Through which gate I will enter these 4 places? So Parishit Maharaj said, Sona. Sona, gold. Gold is such a gate, door. Sona means not just gold, it means many more things. If you have something in your pocket, if you have extra money, then you will do all these bad things: gambling, illicit sex, alcohol, meat eating. If you have money, people will invite you for all these activities. So Parishit Maharaj, he was wearing a gold throne and he went to the forest, like gold crown, and he was thirsty. He wanted to drink water. He saw one sadhu sitting doing tapasya. He was Shamak Rishi. Hey Rishi, oh Rishi, I'm very thirsty. Can you please give me some water to drink? Can I get some water from you? And he was not responding. Oh, I'm the king. Why are you not responding me? I want some water. And he was very much in deep meditation. So Parishit Maharaj picked up a dead snake. He picked up the snake, dead snake, through his arrow, and he put it around the neck of Shaunak Rishi. Shaunak Rishi. When this was done, he left from that place, and Shaunak Rishi child, son, Shringi Rishi, he was taking bath in the river. Someone told him, your father was insulted. He was insulted, and a dead snake was put around his neck by the king, Parikshit Maharaj. He took the Shringi Rishi took water in his hand. This is the nature of Brahman, not current Brahmanas in Kali Yuga. He took water and he took sankalp, and he said, he cursed Parikshit Maharaj. What does the devotee do? Devotees take tears in their hands and they take a sankalp. This is the sankalp of devotees. How they take vows. A Brahman takes water in his hands, and then he gives curse. O Prabhu, ehi tulasi tilak, dehi samarpi, deya jani, na chodo vimoh. Devotee speaks like this. Hey Madhav, I have these tears in my hands, and I'm offering these tears of mine at your lotus feet, that I'm averse to you, I'm vimukh from you. Where will I go? You are my shelter, but everybody has abandoned me, rejected me. This is the difference. The Shringi Rishi took water in his hand and he said, Iti langete maryada takshat sarpa dakshanti sarpulama. This wicked king, he insulted my father. I cursed him. He put a dead snake around my father's neck. That king of snakes, Takshat, will bite this king and he will die. The Takshat is the king of snakes. Even Krishna accepted the curse of Brahmanas. Nobody can deny their curse. The Shringi Rishi came and he removed the dead snake from his father's neck. Oh, Shamak Rishi opened his eyes. See, father, this was done by Parikshit Maharaj. He insulted you. I cursed him. First, after 7 days, Takshat snake will come and he will die. Shamak Rishi said, Who came? Who came to me? And then he saw it was Parikshit Maharaj. Oh, Putra, what you did, my son, what you did. Parikshit Maharaj, such a Raj Rishi, such a great king. Why you curse such a great king? You are immature. You have accepted renunciation in an immature stage. You go away from here. And Shamak Rishi sent a message through his sevak to Parikshit Maharaj that once curse is given, it cannot be taken back. Like once you leave the arrow from your bow, it cannot be taken back. So that's why we should speak our words very properly. Our words should not hurt anybody. Like once the arrow is left, it cannot be taken back. Once the curse is given, it cannot be taken back. Once the words are spoken, we cannot do anything. Curse, arrow, words, they cannot be taken back. So one should be very much conscious before we speak anything. We should not hurt somebody unnecessarily. Then Parikshit Maharaj, he got relaxed. Okay, fine. We don't know what's going to happen in next 7 minutes or 7 seconds. But he knows what's going to happen after 7 days. You saw that video, right? In Ekadashi, Ram Prabhu from Chandigarh Gaudiya Math. Chanting is happening, Kirtan is happening during Ekadashi. Nobody knew what's going to happen 7 minutes before, but while doing Kirtan, he's standing in the Kirtan, he has his beads in his hands and he left his body. Just during last Ekadashi at Chandigarh, India, Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. I pray for this. Some people say, no, I don't want to die. But are we the controller? We are not the controllers. This is the best departure. I pray like this. It should happen soon. 7 seconds before, he does not know he is going to leave his body. Parikshit Maharaj said, oh, today I got stamped. For 7 days nothing is going to happen. Whatever will happen after 7 days. So now what should I do? Parintum. He went to the Ganges. He went to the Ganges, the banks of Ganga at Shukratala, Haridwar, near Haridwar. He took the help of sadhus and Ganga ji. Now the point is, he was wearing a golden crown, and gold should not be worn, and such and many speakers speak like this. Actually, they just read and speak, but they don't listen from the lotus lips of a pure devotee. They speak bad words about Parikshit Maharaj, that he was wearing golden crown. That's why he had to suffer like this. This is not true. And he's a big, great, I will not take his name here, that person who spoke like this about Parikshit Maharaj. He's a very famous Bhagavad speaker in Vrindavan. Many people are sitting there, and I was so mad. Parikshit Maharaj was wearing golden crown, and gold has position of Kali. He's lost his intelligence, and he insulted the sadhu, and that's why he had to get bitten by a snake, and he had to die. So I went to his room. How could you speak like this? From where you read this? You tell me where you read this. Maharaj met that person. But he was a nice person. This is the quality of a Vaishnava. When they know I am at fault, he said, you corrected me. My doubt is gone now. Now the course of my katha is changed. So he accepted his mistake, that person from Vrindavan, because Gurudev was brahmachari at that time, but that person was a big Bhagavad speaker. And why Gurudev corrected that Vaishnava, that sadhu from Vrindavan? Because of Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj. Gurudev heard from Narayan Maharaj, and that's why he could correct that Vaishnava in Vrindavan. So Parikshit Maharaj can see Krishna in his mother's womb. Because of him, Kali got position in his kingdom. Because of him, the name, glories of Harinam is being spread. How can he get cursed by Kali? So why this all happened then? Why that Brahman boy cursed Parikshit Maharaj? Shri Krishna, 5,000 years back, if I leave this world, what will happen? So he wants to leave someone here who is like him. So everything is given in Srimad Bhagavad Ji, all the knowledge, all the renunciation. But Krishna needs a patra. That patra is Shri Parikshit Maharaj. So from today onwards, what is happening, this Bhagavad Katha, this is happening because of Bhagavad desire. We are not independent. Oh, I have done some mistakes, so Krishna made me do this mistake. No, it does not work that way. We don't do mistakes because of Bhagwan. So Parikshit Maharaj, Valmiki Maharaj, such great sadhus, their actions, their activities have a hand of, their activities have interference of Bhagwan. They are not, we are not independent. And all these, Parikshit Maharaj, whatever he did, it's because of Yog Maya. So great saints came, oh Parikshit Maharaj, you are the king. You have money, you have wealth, just give it for charity. Okay, Parikshit Maharaj, please fast. Do this, do that. He was not convinced. Okay, charity is good, fasting is good, fire sacrifice is good, but it's not topmost. It's not topmost. So when he was disappointed, Many big sadhus came to Parikshit Maharaj. Many great sadhus. And they were advising him, do this, do that, you're about to leave your body, give donation, give charity, do fire sacrifice. But he was not convinced by their words. And then, who came? Avadut, without clothes. Shukdev Goswami. His arms were so long and they were touching his knees. His hair were touching him, they were so long. His eyes were like lotus eyes. This Shukdev Goswami, Sham Varn, like Bhagwan, Sham Varn. He came, he walked in, and children were throwing pebbles at him, thinking him like a mad person. He has no clothes on. And Parikshit Maharaj stood up. Naraji stood up. Shukdev Goswami's father, Vyasdev, stood up. They all welcomed him. All big sadhus welcomed him. They all stood up and they all did pranam to Shukdev Goswami. And they offered him an asan. And the moment he sat on the asan, Parikshit Maharaj started asking questions. And Shukdev Goswami would have said, Parikshit, I have just arrived. Let me drink some water. Or you drink some water. Ah, Prabhu, so I don't have so much time. I only have 7 days. It's a long way. And when he asked questions, Shukdev Goswami started speaking Hari Katha. From there started first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now the conversation between Parikshit Maharaj and Shukdev Goswami will start. So I request to everybody, tomorrow you all please come and join us at 4:30 is very good. 5 o'clock is good. By 5:30 everybody should come, so that we all can listen very beautiful Harikatha of Bhagwan. And also Kirtan. The children have come here to sing Kirtan. And like this, for next 7 days, we will take a sankalp. Whether it's bad weather, rain, heavy rain, storm. Imagine you have no roof. It's raining heavily. Can we speak Harikatha? I have done. Open pandal. Very long time ago. It was a park. It was a nice weather. No problem. There was no problem. But 3rd day or 4th day of Bhagavad Sapta, and there was a big storm and the tent flew away. Camp flew away. Everybody ran away. And who would hear Harikatha? But 500-600 people were sitting and 200 people were sitting. I had a brahmachari and they were like, okay, let rain happen. No problem. We will hear Harikatha while we get drained. 2 hours Maharaj spoke Harikatha in the rain without any roof on the top. And they started the Harikatha from Giriraj's glories. Oh, you have made Indra angry, Maharaj. Okay, no problem. Giriraj will handle Indra. So Gurudev is saying, actually Maharaj is saying that even if the weather is bad, but still try to come for this Harikatha. We have proper arrangements, proper roof, there is no leakage. So just come in your car, park your car and take this sankalpa, this vow. There is no harm. There won't be any issue. Don't think, oh, something bad will happen. Bhagwan's name is Mangal, auspicious. Nothing bad can happen. So try your best to come for the next 6 more days. And like I said, tomorrow we will speak more Harikatha. 3rd day we will hear about Ram Leela. That day we will hear about the glories of Lord Shri Ram. Very heart-touching pastimes of Lord Shri Ram. Very melting pastimes of Lord Shri Ram. Full of all the glories. And 4th day, which is Tuesday, we will hear about the birth pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna. गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की जय। श्री व्यास देव की जय। श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी की जय। श्री परीक्षित महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। श्री राधा गोविंद देव जू की जय। श्री गिरिराज महाराज की जय। संतों की जय। श्री गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। थैंक यू सो मच। हरे कृष्णा।